Hey Aquarius, come on in. We've got some interesting cards for you here. One thing I want to tell you real quick is that there is an April astrology report that I did, a long version that has a ton of information on all of what's happening in April and all the energies that affect you and everybody else. So that's very helpful. There's a long version and then there's also a short version depending upon what you want. I would suggest the long version because it has like everything that I prepared and all the information. But there is a short version if you just want dates and the planets and exactly what's happening with them in that aspect. But the long one's better. Anyway, let's get to your reading here. Your reading is fascinating, and there's levels of things that you're going through that aren't exactly comfortable for you, and I can respect the challenge on that. So let's get right to it, because we have a lot going on. Now, there's some cards that really jumped out. The Judgment card and the Star card. You've got two Judgment card and two Star cards, and why they came forward and how they play is because it does look like you recently, let's go to overhead here, you recently had, just in your past, I mean the good news is it is in the past, or just like you're dealing with it right now, you have the Tower card and the Death card. So these can be kind of like bam, like something happened that absolutely rocked your world. And I know that we just went through the eclipses and all of that energy, high energy with Aries and everything. So, I mean, it looks like you might have gotten some of the brunt, something in your world. Because the card that comes after the Tower card is the Star card. There's a rebuilding, there's a spiritual rebuilding too, right after the Tower card. Like, as you know, or a lot of people know, like with the Tower card, I mean, it does really rock your world. You have this tower, and then someone comes in and literally blows off the cap, the crown, right, of the Tower card, and falls down. Now, Aquarius is very mindful, right? So this really can set them, off when something comes in kind of unexpected and blows up. There are definitely sort of words that were spoken. We have the 5 here, the 5 of Swords, which is, 5 intensifies everything. So the swords can be like mental or words spoken, and feelings can be hurt, and it can be like a little bit brutal on that fact. Also the aspect with down your baseline here, with you have like the Death card. And that always, it can involve death, but it mainly is like the death or ending of something. So something really blew up or ended, or, really like put stress on you, right? And the one thing that it has done, and is definitely in your baseline, is it had like a Queen of Cups here upside down. It's very emotional, and Aquarians are not. If you have a lot of Aquarius in your chart, and you're very Aquarius, you're not in your best element with real emotional stuff. You're very a head person. You're very logical. You like your talents are not in the emotionality part, because emotionalities can literally make you feel like this one, like the Fool card, make you feel either foolish or made a fool, or unsure of yourself. Now, the one thing that happens within these activities that just happened, that kind of blew up your world, is it can send you into the Star card, and it shows that the Star card is in 2 spots, which is coming up in the future and right now. So this is a lingering emotion. Come on in, Tinkerbell. Thank you, baby. This is a lingering energy. Ooh, let's get you 2. All right, lingering energy with the Star card now and coming in the future. And it is when you have to rebuild. You have to rebuild from something that's shocking, or a big change, or trauma, or, it rocks your world, and you have to rebuild from it. Because like the Star card, the one thing I love about the Star card, and it comes in right after the Tower, is this person is, well, normally they're naked, but I can't have it on YouTube, so I had to paint on a little bathing suit on her. But she is stripped from all of her identities or clothes, what made her, and she becomes connected to, sometimes trauma can do that, can make you even more connected to yourself or your new self, without all the identity that you, and the things or whatever that you used to call you, right? The Star card is a very spiritual card, and it gets you to your base. It gets you even in touch with like God and your spiritual nature, and it calls to like guidance and everything, right? And it's saying you've got it turned upside down, so this is a little bit of a difficult adjustment for you, but it doesn't mean that it's not a good adjustment. I mean, God works in mysterious ways. And your double judgment card here, and like the judgment card, when we see the judgment card, it's like these people coming out of like these the death, and the angel is blowing its horn and having them come forward. Judgment card a lot of times can deal with literal judgment, can deal with second chances, can deal with like feeling called to do something. Maybe there's a call to do a new direction in your life, new choices. It can be second chances also. But boy, when you have something major that happens and rocks your world, yeah, it makes you feel emotional, which Aquarius is not digging, unbalanced. You got to start new with some things because there's endings and blowing up stuff, and makes you feel a little unsure. And you've got to make judgments also too. So, but all of this is like, it's major. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't get the Hangman with all this going on, but which is a major transition card. But here's the good news with all of this. What I'm noticing too within here, you've got two male energetics that are there and very solid and able to give you, they're really gentle with you right now, and they're able to give you good advice. And Aquarius, when you hear a good advice or you're open to it, like you're good with that. Listen to them. Definitely listen to them. I don't know who this male energy is, but the one in the middle is he's a great ear. He is, because you've got the messenger card, which the Page of Wands is the number one messenger card in the deck, and can bring information, but or like you messaging. Say that, I don't know why that tripped me up in the words, but you're speaking to him, you're giving him, he's listening to you. And the King of Cups right here, the King of Cups is he's comfortable in emotions, he's fantastic in emotions, he's one of the best people to go to when they're in their element, in their emotions. He's absolutely fantastic. So this is someone that would be able to give you some good advice with some of the emotional aspects that you're feeling right now that you're not comfortable with, right? So definitely tell him how you're feeling, and let him give you some advice and everything, and just talking, because your judgment card that's oversees this, it says that you have so much to do. You have the 10 of Wands, and Wands are actions and doing. You've got so much to do, and you're overloaded. You're so much to do, it's breaking your back. You've got this judgment, these decisions. You're not feeling stable with maybe your choices, and that's not good for Aquarius, because Aquarius is very comfortable in its judgment on things and what it wants compared to other signs. Like, it doesn't usually question itself that often. So you're kind of put in a position that's not that comfortable for Aquarius, but that means great growth. That does mean that you could have fantastic growth within this time period. It does say that in your environment that there was something that you used to feel comfortable and emotionally satisfied with, and even a bit smug, and don't feel that way anymore. Something's changed and you don't feel so smug. But the good news about that is that the Ace of Swords is coming in with, and the aces, all the aces are divinely given. They have an angel energetic behind them, because they bring fresh starts, new perspectives, mental, because we have Ace of Swords, we've got words and mental, right? And they're giving you a thumbs up on taking these new steps forward, and in your mind and in what you're saying. So even though some things blow up, there's drama, you're not sitting so smug or contented at the moment. I see there's support. There's definitely support around you, and the universe is saying this is all in the plan. May not be easy to hear that, but I really do see it in your cards, and they're talking all about it. Coming up in the future, it does say that you're still going to feel uneasy with these new decisions and this new like spiritual awakening that you're having. But the one thing that is going to come to your rescue is also there's going to be memories or people or things coming from your past or pleasantries from, you've got the Six of Cups here, and there's these pleasantries from either someone from the past or thinking about the past, or even aspects within your children that are going to, somewhere in there is going to give you comfort and showing you the little things in life, and the gratitude and the loveliness, right, is going to come back in. Just try to look for it, because it's there, and it's there for you. And in the King of Cups is definitely somebody that is really good with showing that aspects. And also with the King of Swords here coming over here, he wants to help too. Now he wants to give you advice on some level of either moving or a trip, like movement that you need to be doing. I don't know if it's a company or the, like, you know, the movement, because you got the two traveling cards, which are the Chariot and the Six of Swords. And so there's definitely a level of like movement with moving, having to going from A to B, and it does say, and that's in your future line. It does say with the Chariot that that will be successful, but you're still feeling a little uneasy about the things that you have to do with it, because you have here the Nine of Wands. So you've kind of taken a beating with some things in life with actions and doings, and you're feeling a little unsure about your decisions with this. So definitely, I mean, listen to this King of Swords person. This is a person that does have like a male aspect and is a very smart individual, and you can respect that because he's someone that you feel is almost like on your level, and you can take the advice on that. And he's going to give some good advice about like this movement. I don't know what that is in your life. It's, you know, different for everybody. But also with the star energy too, it's like when it's reversed, it's saying it's a little bit difficult transition. So do be open, because it's a spiritual awakening in the process. Do be open to guidance. And the nice thing is it's telling you that there's people coming. There's people coming to help you with that. And it's more of these two males, like with this advice. So, because even like your judgment over here in the top, it's covering you and it's over in the top. It does say that you are going to let people help you. And that's a really, really, really good thing. Because like this card right here, this is kind of like the church card with people that are kind of hurting units, and they're just like walking by not getting help. Now yours is reversed, which is a good sign, which means that is usually I will open the door and I will allow people, I will not be the martyr, and I will allow people to help me. So that's really good within the judgments that you need to make and the decisions you need to make, and all that this is overloading you right now. Let these people help you emotionally and intellectually, like everything. Well, it's mainly saying like the emotional aspect of it from these big changes that have just come upon you. Some endings, some big changes, big. We're in the season, we're in the eclipse season. So, and at the very top, it does say that you're going to have success in some of your dreams are going to be made into, coming into a realistic version, right? Not just thinking about. And it's saying that you're going to make, there's the magician in the light sense, in the upright, where all things are firing, and you're going to get, you know, and the magician in the upright form is like kind of like the Jesus card, or the guidance, and everything's like working on all the levels. In the reverse form is kind of the trickster, but yours is in the upright form. So, and it is saying that you know, the dreams and illusions card is reversed, which is a really good thing, because that means that you're going to have a realistic view on which of your dreams or thoughts or things that you want to put into play, which is really great, because we want to manifest, you know, certain things. And we're coming into Taurus, lots of Taurus energy, especially the very beginning, very end of April, the very beginning of May. Huge. It's all about manifesting. So yeah, do get your intentions straight, because really the way you're thinking and your intentions behind everything is going to be brought into the intentions and the actions that you're making with all this Aries energy from what you've been through is going to be taken into the Taurus energies, all the planets being in Taurus and everything. That's all about manifesting and solid foundations. It all works together. All works together. So within this transition that is really part of your life, the Ace of Swords and everything, it's like this is part of the plan. So move with it, get the advice. I know it's a little uncomfortable with all these things you have to do, the emotions you're not used to going through, feeling uneasy, which is, about some of your decisions, which is not used to for you, but you've got the help. The trip or the movement and the transitioning of that is going to be successful. The Magician is in place. Like, we're going in the right direction here. So I'll start talking. I mean, you got the gist of it. So even though there's so much like, oh my God, that you just went through, it's going in the right direction. There's a plan and it's positive. It really is. So in any case, I'll let you go. Wish you the best, Aquarius. I know this is not an easy state for you to be in, but I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. Talk to you later. Mush mush. Have a good one.